Is this better?
Yeah, it's like talk.
We're gonna go cuddle.
He's here. Well, hi everyone, and welcome to Shenanigans at Calico Gals. I was thinking today that I should call it something like Stitching Shenanigans or something, because people are thinking we're a bar. I don't know. Maybe we would get more quilters watching us, right? If we kind of clarified. So I have a special guest today. You're a special guest.
I am a special
This
guest.
is, we're Calico Gals. This is one of the Calico dudes, Calico guys.
I've been called worse, for sure.
Okay, good. So welcome to Kevin, your first time doing a little guest spot on Shenanigans.
It is. I'm really excited. So
Well,
for
we're
those of you who
excited.
haven't seen my face in the store, hi.
Kevin, you've been working at Calico Gals since last year,
Yes,
end of the year.
End of the year.
Sometime. And we hired Kevin to help Cindy with the machine department, which is such a growing department at Calico Gals because people are loving our sewing machines.
There's a lot to love about them.
That's true. And you jumped right into long arming with Handy Quilter. And so you went to Chicago to the H&H show with Cindy.
I did.
And you guys went to Handy Quilter Academy.
We did. And there not only did we learn a lot of really, really great things about Handy Quilters, reaffirmed commitment to education and supporting.
Which is why we
all
love
of
Handy
us.
Quilter.
But also, they might be coming out with some new things and some
Some
exciting
new
things.
things. So let's stay on that topic for a second. New things, because in Shenanigans, Kevin, I know you watch Shenanigans, so you know our routine. But one of the things that we like to do is always have a chat topic. We like to talk about things. So in anticipation of the announcement or what we're going to be saying shortly, we're going to talk about the 1980s.
I'm a big fan of the 80s.
You were probably born in the 80s.
I was established in the 80s.
Well, that would be cute. Established. You could have that on a T-shirt. So, so that's a fun thing, because we were all thinking like, what was I doing in the 80s? What was I doing in the 80s? And I thought that's a great chat question. So Jolene, God bless her, tweaked my question to say, what was something good that you remember about the 80s? So that is going to be our chat question today. Something good you remember about the 80s. Jolene and Kevin were both born in the 80s, so I have to say what was something good I remember about the 80s was Jolene, right? I had Jolene in the
Right.
80s.
Not just me.
Not just Jolene, I actually had 4 kids in the 80s, so that was my joke. What do I remember about the 80s was being pregnant. A lot.
I did not have that same problem.
Okay, no, you didn't. No. Jen, what do you remember good about the 80s? You were just a pipsqueak.
Oh my goodness, traveling.
You traveled a lot
We traveled a lot in the 80s.
because your dad was in the military.
My mom.
Your mom was in the military.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you lived all over.
I did.
That would definitely be memorable. I have a quilty tape measure, and Kevin, it's pink.
I mean,
Okay.
there might be a theme.
This is part of the 80s thing, the pink. I was just looking at this going, I really like this. I would love this. It came from Riley Blake. Thank you to our good friends at Riley, who are always donating fun things for us to give away in Shenanigans and other events. So we appreciate that. But somebody's going to win this today. All you have to do to be entered to win is comment something that was good about the 80s. Now, your comment could be, I wasn't even born yet. I suppose that wouldn't necessarily be good, but yes, it would, because it would mean that you're really young.
Right.
So that's a good thing, right? But you also said, we were brainstorming about this, or somebody said, well, I'm in my 80s, which I'm not, but that could be somebody's answer. That's something
Absolutely.
good about it. So think about the 80s. I don't know. I think maybe because I was a young mom and so busy, I kind of don't remember it. It was like, whew, went right over my head as far as cultural things. You guys were all talking about things going on in the 80s, and I'm like, yeah, I guess that happened. I just was like, I don't know.
Very busy.
I was super busy then. Yeah, I was super busy. That was before Calico Gals.
And Jolene and I were definitely very busy and
Yeah.
getting on the move and
Yeah.
taking steps.
Being babies and toddlers and moving up. Yeah, that's true. So anyway, that's a fun thing for us to do today. We're going to we're gonna give this away at the end of our show. So comment about the 80s. Jen, have you got some things already? People are saying good things about the 80s.
The music.
The music.
Everyone's agreeing on the music.
I am sorry, but I really am having trouble agreeing with that one, you guys.
That's okay. We are allowed to have differences of opinion.
We are.
70s.
Oh,
70s,
also a very good
hands down.
decade.
The decade of music for my husband and I and all of my children who grew up on that. So that's fun. 80s music, huh? Okay. All right. Let's go with that. I think that's a great answer. When we were looking, Jolene, you were Googling and putting things in that were cultural things for the 80s. I mean, you came up with different TV shows and
Candies.
different kinds of candy. I was trying to think of all the things that you were coming up with that meant the 80s to people.
Fashion styles.
The fashion. That's what Cindy keeps talking about is the
Hairstyle,
hair,
yeah.
the big hair. That I do remember that.
Hair bands, big hair, scrunchies.
Yeah.
I was very much into the hair bands.
You were?
Mm-hmm.
The
You
reign
like
of
that?
Aquanet
Aquanet hairspray.
and Dep Gel.
Lots of skin tight jeans.
Yeah, lots of stone wash, acid wash,
Oh yeah, that's true.
cut off everything.
We said tie-dyed, but of course I said, well, tie-dyed happened in the 60s, but then we decided that it really spans generations.
Especially with the influx of the neons in the 80s.
Well, that's true. Neon was kind of a new thing then. Yeah, that's true. See, things to think about here, guys, about the 80s. So let's talk about right here and now, because we have a lot of cool things happening right here and now. And when I walked in wearing this little red jacket, Jolene said, oh, perfect. I had my Make Stuff Be Happy t-shirt on, and they're like, oh, good. You match our holiday theme today, which is patriotic Christmas Halloween. I'm like, yeah. I knew that was a holiday that we would be celebrating today, but it is Memorial Day weekend. Or it will be.
It will be Memorial Day.
Yeah.
And we are memorializing all of the upcoming holidays starting today.
All of them. We're cramming them all in, and then we'll spread them all out. Well, because new fabrics that we've ordered for the holidays are starting to come in. Our first Christmas fabrics are here, so we'll take a look at those. Some great things with that. But let's start out with the holiday here, Kevin. What we have is the Fabric Cafe Patriotic Parade 3-yard quilt book. When we were at H&H, I mean, that was a booth we could barely get into, the 3-yard quilt. We were lucky that we were able to film a little piece with Fran in a little slower time, even though it was still a lot of people all around us everywhere for that. But just loving the idea that we can take a 3-yard bundle, and the gals have done this one. Let me kind of hold it here so you can see how cute it is in the patriotic colors and fabrics, and turn that into a quilt. What we've done for this one is included a free 3-yard Fabric Cafe quilt pattern with it. So this particular bundle is $45 with the pattern. So 3 yards of fabric. That's a good deal on this, because I know these are more than $15 a yard.
Plus
And
the
pattern, which I don't remember what this, it was $7. So that's a good deal with it. But a lot of you already have, and if you don't have, you should consider the Fabric Cafe 3-yard patriotic quilts. Again, 8 different patterns in this one. There's 8 different patterns in all of the Fabric Cafe books. But this one, they really lend themselves well to patriotic, and think of the different things that people make patriotic quilts for.
Right?
Quilts of Valor, honor flights,
The VA.
the VA, right? We're doing VA quilts. One of the things about the 3-yard quilts is that they're not really huge. She gives you directions in to make them larger, so you could buy 2 bundles and make larger quilts. But these are really nice for like VA honor flight quilts because they're not queen size quilts. That means they're doable, and they're also a good size, perhaps for somebody who's in a wheelchair for one thing, or just needing a smaller lap size quilt. Not necessarily in a wheelchair, but just a lap size quilt. So this is the 3-yard patriotic quilt.
You know, this bundle gives me, some fond memories of growing up, at least in the 80s.
Here we go again.
Right, with the patriotic, the red, white, the blue. Do you remember that firecracker popsicle that turned your mouth all the different colors?
Oh, I remember my kids having that. Yes.
That's exactly what...
Rocket Pop?
Yeah, the rocket pop.
Jolene's, they call it a rocket pop.
Whatever they were. This is what this reminds me of, and now I want one.
Now you want one. I don't know. They probably still make those.
I hope so.
Yeah, they probably do. All right, let's put this down. Oh, we've got a little bit more here in the patriotic. Jennifer, I'm guessing you made this.
I did. It was one of my favorites.
So this is a punch needle kit from Kimberbell. Kevin, have you tried this yet?
I have not done any punch needles.
Kevin has been really gung-ho with the Kimberbell projects and machine embroidery. So I wondered if you dabbled in the punch needle yet.
I have to have boundaries somewhere.
Yeah, well, we all do. That's true. I'll accept that. What I love about this is that they actually have fabric, like an applique in here. So Kimberbell has taken punch needle to a new level, and they've got a kit. And the kit includes the yarn, the canvas already stretched on, the design already printed, detailed instruction. I see the applique fabric already cut and ready to go, right, Jen? Do you fuse that on?
Fused. It's already fused. You just have to put it on the...
Just have to iron it onto your canvas.
Yep, and the tool is also
The punch
included.
needle tool's in here too. I mean, what did
And
you
the
have to
butter.
add to this?
Time.
Scissors?
Glue to attach the rhinestones.
Oh, I didn't even notice the rhinestones. How could I miss those? I want to show people the back. So, Jen, this is all handwork, correct? There was
Correct.
no machine work. So,
None.
this in the cute little bag would be a great take along.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Definitely.
Ball games or whatever summer stuff you're doing, camping. You don't want to bring your
Airplane.
machine.
Road trips,
Road trips,
Airplane.
airplane.
train.
You're going to visit somebody across the country. You want to bring something for those times. Here you go, not just for traveling, but when you're there. These are really great. Hey, you could take this to visit somebody and then leave it as a gift.
You could.
Because this would be a really nice one. So we have a variety of punch needle kits, but right now this one is a real popular one that we have. And it comes with the bag. Yeah, the whole thing. Cute, cute, cute. All right. That's fun. I'm piling a lot of patriotic stuff up over here next to me. Kevin's like, what do you want to talk about now, Janet? Well, I want to jump to that. So this is something brand new, and this is the first I've seen it. And it seems rather sparse, right?
For the moment.
For the moment. But this, I believe, is the first time that Calico Gals has carried pre-cut bias binding.
Ooh.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. So it's sold by the yard, I think, or by the inch, by the yard. Oh, it's $2.75 a yard. I know. I just ordered this at H&H, and I forgot that it was only $2.75 a yard. That is a great deal. First of all, think about it. If you're going to make bias, you need to have more fabric. You need to cut it at 90 degrees. You need to piece all your pieces together, right? And then you're going to have to press it. All that part's done for you. And I think at $2.75 a yard, it's a great, great deal. Now, what we've got here are stripes. But I did order ginghams also in a variety of things, including some things I thought would be fun for Christmas, like red and white. I think I ordered black and white gingham too, right? Because that's going to go with so many things. And I think I might have ordered green and white, thinking Christmas. I can't really remember. But we're going to fill this up with other things too. So we've got the patriotic right away, which would be great for binding that 3-yard quilt or other projects. The green and white, again, thinking Christmas. Red and red. I don't know if you can see that stripe. Can they see that? Yeah. Red and red here. We had to get a Halloween one. So the black and orange and white, fabulous. And then classic. Probably of all the ones, if we could only get one roll of binding, it would probably be this one. Because so many things, you don't realize how good this would look for a binding, the black and white. So pretty cool, something new. When you come in the store, pay attention because we're going to be adding as they come in new colors, and maybe we'll show them in Shenanigans too. So Jen, do you have this on our website? Can
I
people,
do.
You do. People can order this right away. Okay. Yeah. So think about it. You may want to bring your quilt in and look at it, but if you know, hey, this patriotic is going to go good. One of the things I like to do is small projects that aren't necessarily square, especially like rounded corners on placemats. I like to do pot holders. I like to do round things, and you have to cut your binding bias. Not to mention buy any bags, and a lot of other bags have a lot of bias going on in them. So we wanted to give you some options and something different to think about that will save you time. And I'm thinking many times will also save you money. I'm not doing the actual math right now, but at $275 a yard, I mean, it might. I would assume.
No waste or whatever.
Right, there's no waste too. Of course, you're going to get a little bit more than what you need, but yeah, you can buy it in. We probably only have it by the yard on the website. But if you know right now you need 2.5 yards or you need 3 3/4 yards, you can call us up and we can cut that. We just, on the website, you can only order by the yard. Pretty neat, huh? Does Kathy already have a place for these in the store?
I believe she does.
Well, see, this is great that I have Kevin here to lift that for us. All right, you guys want to do a holiday? Which one shall we start with? Let's start with Halloween just because it's big up here. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. So what's hanging on the back here, Kevin, I think you were with me when I ordered this?
Yes.
We were sitting in the Timeless Treasures book booth ordering from Dear Stella. And Jen, who always is like, I'm going to say in charge of Halloween at Calico Gals, was not with us.
No. So we tried to be really stealthy.
We were trying to be careful, but then we saw some really cute things. So this morning, when I called in this morning before I got here, the girls were like, was this a surprise? And I realized we had never told them that we ordered this. How good can they see that, Joe?
You can't really read it.
All right, let me just show a little piece of it here then.
Yeah.
So it's a panel, and it's sold as a bench pillow. So you've got your front and your back of your Halloween bench pillow. First thing Jen said to me was that she did not like having just a small opening on one end or in the bottom center to put a big pillow in. And I'm with her on that. So we brainstormed a little bit on things you could do. One would be to put a zipper on one end, or maybe even in the bottom, Jen, a longer zipper along the bottom of the bench pillow. And then it would be a lot easier to stuff your pillow form in there and zip it up.
Right. What I think I'm going to do, though, is use that other fabric under it and make 2 bench pillows and have that be my backing with an envelope.
An envelope, a fold over on the back. That would be,
Yes.
that would be really cute. And this would lend itself well to maybe either the black and white stripe, or the binding went that way.
For sure.
Or the orange and black stripe. That would look really stunning on here, wouldn't it, for your binding? So that would be of course you couldn't put a zipper in it, but if you did a fold over, that would definitely be the way to just put that binding all the way around and make like a little flange on your pillow and stand out really cute.
It would.
So this, you kind of have to see it in person, but it's very Halloween-y, definitely. It doesn't lend itself to another holiday.
No.
No,
Maybe
not
Day of the Dead, but that's still
oh, that's true.
right there.
The jack-o'-lantern kind of would throw that up.
I do like how we're able to study our common curses
Yeah.
and spooky spells.
Some black magic, yeah. And there's a whole jar of human eyeballs.
And a boo book.
A boo book. Oh gosh. So I don't know. To me, I would have been like, oh, I really like fall more than Halloween. But all right, John, it's growing on me. It's growing on me. I think this is pretty cute. So that's fun. That's brand new. Well, it wasn't here Monday, so it came in since I've been here last. Also, did you see this yet? And do you have pictures, Joe?
I do.
All right, if you can show the pictures, this is machine embroidery from Riley Blake, and it's the Queen of Weens, so it was designed by Janet Weckerfish. Many of you are big Janet fans, and I'm not talking Janet me, I'm talking Janet Wecker-Frisch fans. And Jennifer is one of those. So this, I want to read this, what you can make, as Joe's showing the pictures. There's a patchwork quilt. I don't know how many designs are on there. Again, machine embroidery. There are 2 door banners. And there's a masquerade mask, the kind that you would hold on a stick, like up to your face. Well, I suppose you could put that on something to go around the back of your head. It's pretty cool. There's also a crown.
And I didn't have good pictures of those, so they're not seeing.
They're not seeing those. Okay. Well, the pictures on the package are not really great, but for machine embroidery, this is super fun. And I have a feeling I know who's going to be making some of these, as I'm smiling at her right now.
And the gray witch, she's called Calico Queen.
You guys, do you have a picture of her that you're showing?
I'll put it back up.
Okay. She's the Calico Queen. Oh, she's the Q for Queen, like a playing card.
And the other one is Apple Queen.
Apple Queen or Calico Queen.
I
So
like
the name
calico.
of this is Queen of Ween, as in Queen of Halloween. Very fun. So for machine embroiderers, this is the way to go. Something new for
This
Halloween.
looks fun. I can't wait to see it, Jen.
Yeah.
There's lots of crowns to make.
I want to jump back to 3-yard quilts for a second and talk about Showstopper. Did you grab that picture? I forgot.
I did.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So Showstopper is our new fun activity, quilt activity at Calico Gals. And Joe, can you show that picture right
Sure.
now? I want to say big thanks to Vicky, who already posted on the Junction the center of her Showstopper quilt. So people participating in Showstopper are making this quilt. We went to the Fabric Cafe booth, as I mentioned, and we actually saw this quilt in person. I'm going to say hands down right now that Vicky's center that she's already got done is 100 times more beautiful.
I'm excited to see it.
It's gorgeous. Are you showing
I'll put
it?
it back up.
Okay, sorry. I can't see what you guys are seeing. Jen's turning it around for us, and we got a little delay there.
Yeah.
But the red and white. Okay, we're waiting for it to show up. We're looking at the pictures like that. Kevin's like,
We're
"No."
unhinged. We are definitely unhinged.
No, there it is.
There it is.
Isn't that,
Oh, that is
stunning?
lovely.
Isn't that absolutely stunning? I think that is just gorgeous, that quilt. It's just beautiful. So anyway, this is what Vicky's doing. She's doing her Showstopper program. And let's just start with what? You're going to hold it all together, and you've got a nice little bag. And they come in a lot of different colors, so you can pick out the one you want. You're also going to get the Showstopper book. It's not a 3-yard quilt book. It's a 5-yard quilt book. All right, so that's going to go in here. You're going to get a rotary cutter blade. You can't use one of those, right? And you're going to get your Showstopper ticket. So your ticket to a Showstopper quilt with Calico Gals. And what this is super, super fun. You've got 7 different activities on here to create, to produce your Showstopper movie quilt. Okay, stay with us here because you're going to start with auditions, right? Picking out your fabric. And if you follow along on the Junction, you will see people have already been posting their fabrics. We give you a spot to glue your fabric, so that also helps keep you organized when you're following along in your book. But then you've got your first cut, so you're all set with that here. And there's different things you're going to have to do. Rehearsals, name that show, come up with a name for your quilt. You could name that after a movie, or it could be after an actor, a movie star or something. Dress rehearsal, opening night, and finally standing ovation. Now that's the key one here. Because if you've completed all of them, and you have your top together, of which Vicky's already got a really good start on, you're going to get a ticket. And that ticket you will go into Win a Sewing Machine at Calico Gals. Yes. You want to double your chances. Finish your quilt. Backed, bound. Yeah, quilted. Quilted, bound, labeled, whatever. Quilted and bound.
What is the size of this quilt?
It is 46 by 67.
Okay, somebody's asking that, Jen?
Mm-hmm.
So if you start seeing pictures of things going on with Showstopper, this is what it's about. This whole program, the cost is $25. And there's one more thing in the bag because we know that when you need a snack and to go with movie,
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Really good. So this is part of the Showstopper program. Now, Kevin, I believe you put together this bundle. You're having an awful lot of fun picking out fabrics in the store,
I
are you?
am. I am having a lot of fun picking out fabrics.
Okay. This 5-yard quilt bundle would be perfect for the Showstopper.
It would be kind of incredible for a showstopper.
It would be great. Look, these colors. Very different than Vicky's.
Yes,
And doing
very,
all
very
the
different.
reds. Yeah. Very, very different than hers. But how fun this would be. And think about if you were going to name this a movie. Oh, I'm putting you on the spot now.
Ooh, I mean,
Carnival.
I mean, I would also think of really fun things like maybe not quite Pretty in Pink. I would need a few more there.
Fantasia.
Ooh, Fantasia. That's a
Ooh,
good
Joe, Fantasia. I like that.
Xanadu.
What do you come up with?
Xanadu.
Xanadu.
Yes, Olivia
Olivia
Newton-John.
Are we back in the 80s?
I'm just saying there's a common theme here. Just saying.
Okay. I love this. I love this particular one. But we do have other 5-yard quilt bundles already curated. Or you can pick your own. Or you can go from your stash. You decide on the fabric if you're going to join the whole big fun thing. And you have till the end of August. Yay for Vicky being way ahead of the rest of us. But you do have until the end of August to at least get a top done to be entered to win a sewing machine. So we just gave away a sewing machine for the Sew
We
Zone
did.
project. And we're going to give away another one for the Showstopper at the end of August.
And if you don't know what fabrics you want to use, stop on in. We're happy to help make fabric.
Or bring a
bundle for
couple,
you.
maybe you've got a focus fabric at home. You only need a yard that you've never used for anything. Bring that in. Let's match up some things to go with it and create a Showstopper out of that. That would be fun. So Jen, I see you've got a whole list of things that people remember about the 80s.
Yeah. So there are several that have been pregnant and
Okay,
New
gals.
new moms in the 80s.
Yeah, that was all of our 80 babies. Yeah.
Yes, there was one that was really interesting, and she was standing on Mount St. Helens in 1986, looking at the explosion.
I just read some more about that. I was like, oh, I remember Mount St. Helens. Yeah, the whole volcano going off. That was like the largest in the, I think it was
Oh.
an anniversary recently.
Carolyn standing on the top of Mount St. Helens in 1986, seeing all the destruction from the eruption.
Wow.
And then another thing of the 80s that I do remember
yeah.
was the Challenger.
Oh, the Challenger, yeah.
We said positive.
We
things.
did. We
Oh,
did.
that's right, that's right.
That's
We did.
why.
Never,
Okay.
okay.
Music.
Music.
And motherhood.
Music
candy.
and motherhood, the big theme, and candy.
Strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry shortcake. Oh. Yeah, strawberry shortcake is another 80s thing. having
Very
a big-
80s thing.
Very pink, too.
Very pink.
Shoulder pads.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
oh,
Absolutely.
I mean, the geometric shapes that clothing used to be. Fashion
yeah,
just.
but that was a throwback from the 40s. I loved that look. Yeah.
Okay.
The whole Annie Hall thing.
I felt
yeah.
like I always felt like a football player.
With your shoulder
You were
pads.
too little. You were too little, Jen. Okay, let's just kind of review some classes we have coming up and some activities that we've got in the store. And one is the All New York State Shop Hop. Yoo-hoo! We have had a lot of hoppers. As of Monday, we had just about 250 hoppers come through our store, which was basically in the first 2 weeks of the hop. So that's pretty exciting. It's really exciting to see everybody. I'm working Saturday, so I'm hoping to see a bunch of people. I hadn't been in the store too much recently.
I'm excited because it's you and me. And
Oh.
When Janet and I are working together, ooh, blind leading the blind. We have
It's
fun.
bad. It's bad. Jen will be calling you.
I'm available.
What do you
Saturday.
think? I don't know. What do you think? How do we do this? I don't know. Let's make it up. I just make it right for the customer. That's my answer. Just make it right for them. So if you don't have a passport and you want to start shop hopping, and maybe you only want to hop here, you can grab a passport. We only have a few left. We need to order some more, Jen. I'm just
Okay.
sorry, you guys, you were in on that. But I just, as I'm thinking of it, we need to get a few more in. The t-shirt workshop is Friday, June 5th, which is coming up sooner than you realize because it's only 2 weeks away.
Yeah,
The
because today's
t-shirt-
the 21st
Yeah.
of May.
T-shirt workshop with Terry. If you ever want to make a t-shirt quilt, this is where you're going to learn how to do that. So it's not a lot of sewing going on in the class, but it's a lot of learning going on in the class. And she's got some great samples. Yes, Kevin, can you show that one, the foundation paper piecing? This is with Karen. This is a 201 class, so it's a little more advanced if you've been doing foundation paper piecing, or maybe you learned how to do it and want a great refresher. This class is pretty cool. There is a book that goes with it, and there's a variety of different stars. I think you can choose the one you want to do. I don't think you will have to do the same one. Boy, don't hold me to that. But I think you get to pick the one that you want. And that's on June 20th. And then on June 22nd, it's a Monday, we're doing the Taste of Summer event. So put that on your calendar. Come on in. We have a bunch of wonderful new classes that are going to be happening throughout the summer. And we've been booking those. Valerie does a great job booking up our classes with our teachers and getting them ready. So Jennifer, that means you and I will be working on the new playlist. I keep thinking I'm going to be retired and somebody's going to be taking that over. But it looks like I'm doing another one, but that's okay.
It will happen.
It's all going to happen in the time that it's supposed to happen in.
If you build it, they will come. I am nothing but beautiful quotes
From the 80s.
from the 80s.
That was a good movie, though. That was a great movie. Okay. Taste of Summer. Monday, June 22nd from 4 to 7. That is an open house. In addition to showing off new classes and the teachers, talking with the teachers and seeing everything going on, we always have some kind of a snack. And Valerie came up with the idea that all the teachers are making their favorite bar cookies.
Oh,
I don't know what I'm making yet.
I'm gonna be very busy here that night, sampling a lot of bars.
I think a lot of people are going to be very busy sampling bars. We think the Girl Scout cookies are popular. I think this will be even more popular for sure. So that's on Monday, June 22nd. So a lot of fun things happening. Okay. I think that I'm going to see the whole reason he's here is so he can talk about machines. You've been very nice with handing me things and commenting, but I know that you're here for a reason. So let me be your Vanna now and talk about what's going on.
Well, first of all, it's an honor just to be
Woo,
nominated.
here we go.
As we are getting into award season. So again, for those of you doing the Showstopper, this is prime time to get involved and invested. I know nominations have been released and awards are coming. So, participate now. For us, on the machine side of things, we've got a lot of really exciting things coming in. So we've actually just placed a great order with Baby Lock.
Yes.
And we've got some new machines coming into us. And just kind of let you know, there's a few specials going on.
Okay.
So for Memorial Day weekend, we have our genuine collection with Baby Lock.
I'm going to back up and be the Vanna now.
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
So Janet is showing you the Baby Lock Brilliant, which is part of the genuine collection. So these are going to be our, beginning and entry starter models with rooms for step-ups, big step-ups along the way. Kind of some of us maybe looking for a travel machine, some of us looking for a smaller space machine, or a backup machine.
I think this is a pretty nice machine too, though.
It's a great machine.
If this were going to be your only machine, this would be a wonderful machine. It's not plugged in right now, or I'd flip the lights on. But there's so many things it has going for it, including the needle up, needle down, and the start-stop button right here on the front. And it also has a speed control right here. So that means you could have foot-free sewing.
You can have foot-free sewing.
I'm not a big foot-free sewer, but I know a lot of people, they just sew by pushing on that button.
And especially for those of us who are big machine embroiderers, keeping in that same sort of process, I'm a push button sewer, sometimes foot free, because sometimes I have Jack, my dog, sitting on my lap, and foot pedal is not always the easiest.
So you can see there's a variety of stitches on this.
There are.
Which is really nice. One of my favorite things about the Baby Locks are the bobbin winders and the fact that you can just drop your bobbin in and forget it. You don't have to pull that thread up, make sure that it's in the back and everything. You just set it and forget it. Yep. I could do that. I think that's from the 80s.
That might be. That absolutely might be.
Yeah.
And right now there is a promotion going on with Baby Lock that there will be a free weather vane table runner kit from Riley Blake and Lori Holt with the purchase of any of our genuine collection machines, which will include the Brilliant, Jubilant, the Zeal, Joy, Zest, and the Victory Serger, as well as the Accomplished 2 straight stitch machine.
Okay, and I'm going to guess, not knowing the pricing on all those, but seeing the sign here, this one is actually on sale $600 off for cash or charge per purchase, but we also have financing.
We do have financing available on these machines, and so depending on the level of machine and price point, there are different financing options available. But the cash and credit card price is what we're putting on the signage for us to see, to say, maximum value here, and the $600 savings is big. Checks definitely work.
There's a little tag on here. I come with online sewing classes. That is so fabulous that Baby Lock does these amazing learn to use your Brilliant and a whole slate of sewing classes.
Absolutely. With every new machine purchase, you get a 60-day free trial to Baby Lock's Sew Ed program, which again, they have videos specific to each machine. So you buy a Brilliant, there are videos.
2 months of, okay, I'm learning to use this machine on my time in my home. And then I can try out any of their other classes with more detailed things. And if I love it, then I can renew. So you don't have to invest right away in the classes.
Correct.
You get 2 full months to try them.
And that also includes some of the projects that they have. So you get a chance to not just learn about your machine, but
It's
practical
great.
applications.
It's great. I love that the machine companies have really built up their education now. And that we at Calico Gals support all of that. Because it's not just like going home with a machine, okay, let me figure this out. You've got somebody right there with you, helping you.
Absolutely. And other things, which is a perfect segue about helping you accomplish things.
You're going to try and
I'm
roll
going to
back.
try and roll back as
Don't break
cutely
anything,
as I
Kevin.
can. So behind me is we have the Baby Lock Splendor.
Okay.
Excellent. I'm getting the thumbs up that we're still in frame.
You're good.
Okay.
And so the Baby Lock Splendor is a new addition to the Baby Lock Serger lineup.
Baby Lock Sergers.
Baby Lock Sergers are phenomenal. They offer a lot of dynamic features as well as capability. So, most of us think, sergers are only for apparel and garments. No, it can be for home decor. You can piece your quilt tops on a serger. You can do decorative quilting, edging, binding, all sorts of different things with a serger. And it can also help you sometimes keep straight lines when you're using the cutting feature.
Right. So 2 things about a serger that I know that are the big things that people would consider headaches about a serger. A lot of people say, oh, I have a serger, but I can never figure out how to thread it. So the threading is a big deal.
It is a very big deal. And with the Splendor and in the extraordinary threading, the air threading, you have the ability to thread in any order.
Okay.
And each of the components from both the thread stand as well as our thread tensionings, everything has its own allocated and labeled function. So for your overlocking threads, your cover stitch, and going through here, there is also the ability to use the air threading to push through for our
I
lower
love that.
loopers.
So there's a lot of different parts on a serger, but now we have air threading. So you're literally putting the piece of thread in and pushing the button, and it whooshes it right through for you.
Pushes it right
People
through.
love that. Now the second thing, Kevin, is tension. Tension is always another thing with sergers that people are like, ugh. But the Baby Lock sergers have got this auto tension thing that is so cool. It literally gauges the thickness of your fabric to determine how much thread to put through. It's pretty neat.
And we'll also make the adjustments to the size of the thread that you are using.
It's incredible.
So the ATD, the automatic thread delivery.
These machines are gorgeous.
And it even offers bypass for when you're using the very, very thick decorative threads, like your 4 weights, your 8 weights.
So you can do some really fun
You
things.
can do some really fun things.
So this one is called the Splendor, and this one is on sale for $39.99, which is a great price off this regularly $54.99 right now. Does this also come with the classes? I know there's not a sticker on this.
This also does come with the classes.
The 2 months.
Yep, the 2 months classes, as well as we will do a sew and go with you to make sure that you're feeling comfortable before you take it home.
That's great.
To say, hey, here's the basics. Now watch the videos in your own time, and then let's circle back. What are you having questions on? How can we help you utilize your serger?
I'll be honest with you guys. When I started selling machines, I didn't want anything to do with sergers in the store because this was a quilt shop. And then Nina talked me into getting some sergers in, and Baby Lock is the premier brand. That's what it's, sergers. That's who started the home serger. And I cannot believe how many sergers we sell all the time. Quilters are buying them, garment sewers are buying them. People are just into sergers now.
Because they're a very, very versatile tool, and with very minimal changes, you can create both decorative, you can use different types of fabrics, you can go through denim,
The
knits.
people that have them are having so much fun trying all these different things and experimenting with different fibers.
Yep, and
It's
combining fibers for decorative purposes. And one of the things that Baby Lock is doing currently is offering a promotion to further set you up for success with your sergers in the Koala Serger Studio cabinet.
Oh, the koala cabinets. You guys know that's a name for the nice ones, yeah. And they have one specifically for sergers.
Specific for the sergers, and it is 33% off right now.
Wow.
And if you're going to ask me for what that price is off the top of my head, I am a little ill prepared for that, but happy to talk to you about it. Here today, tomorrow, and Saturday, and any of us would be happy to help connect you with a serger and maybe the koala cabinet to put your beautiful new serger in.
Educating us on all this serger stuff, on all the machine things, the deals we have going on, and we just hired a new technician who's going training, so we've got people doing the machine repairs. We've got so much going on in our machine department right now.
But there's more.
Here we go. We're finally getting to the pink thing.
We're finally getting to the pink thing. So if we notice that I am wearing a Handy Quilter hoodie. I have been recently attending the Handy Quilter Academy with Cindy, and we learned a lot of really wonderful things about the 80s.
And we're talking long arms, handy quilter.
Long arm machines.
So now we're talking quilting. We've jumped from sergers to quilting.
Yes. Forgive my terrible segue on that. But yes,
No,
we're talking
you're
Handy
good, you're
Quilter.
good.
We're talking long arm machines. So currently, through late June, with the purchase of any new Amara or Infinity model or Pro Stitcher, you will also receive a free Laura Star steam
Okay, this
iron
is good.
system.
That's, you guys know what that is? That's the really nice iron that has the tank of water. So you can get that beautiful steam press. I mean, the Laura Star is the top. If you've been to any quilt shows, you've seen the demo. They are incredible. And that comes free with the purchase of the long arm right now.
Yes. For the Amara 20, 24, or the Infinity 28 and Pro Stitcher
Okay.
Premium. But now they're not excluding the Moxie series and Pro Stitcher Lite. With that is an entire roll of 80/20 batting.
That's great.
That is a huge...
I know that happened because somebody purchased one this week, and we made sure that the batting roll was going to them also.
And really
That's
nice
big.
quality
That's,
batting.
We know our batting is,
Yeah, so
I'm
Handy
going to say
Quilters-
upwards of $20 a yard, so a whole roll. If you're buying a long arm, you're buying it because you want to make quilts and you want to finish your quilts. You need batting.
And Handy Quilter's trying to set you up for success.
Yeah.
So we have those promotions. And then some of you may have noticed in the junction, some really interesting new teasers and teased hair and 80s related things. All I can tell you is that there may or may not be something pretty in pink coming out very soon.
We can't say anything about that yet?
Unfortunately, I can't say anything
Oh,
about long arm
good thing I didn't say anything.
machines or anything, but we can tell
When
you.
can we start talking about that?
We can officially start talking about it June 3rd in a public scenario, which will
Okay.
include any sort of photos.
But if you come in the store,
Then we can have a conversation with you
Okay.
about all of our favorite pink things. And just so that we're all clear, my signature color is pink.
well, I think we kind of guessed that.
Yes. And for those of you who know, steel magnolias.
Steel magnolias.
I'm full of it. Full of the 80s.
You are.
Established
Oh,
in the
full of
80s
the
and
80s. I thought
educated.
you were just full of it. Okay. All right. I'm
A little
full of that.
little column A, little column B.
Well, thank you for the rundown of from everything from our genuine collection to our sergers to our long arms and potentially something really exciting new that has to do with 80s and pink and okay.
And long arming, I don't know.
We'll just stay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on in the store if you want to talk more about that. All right, I have a couple more things to show. Do you want to stay and show them?
Sure.
All right, because we have a couple more holidays to get through. We've already been through the Patriotic Memorial Day. Now we're going to jump over to Christmas. So we've got a few things going on with that, including this beautiful line. Well, let's start with this. If you can grab those two bolts, Kevin. This is the very first of our Christmas fabric coming in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this kit. And I'm sorry to whoever, I don't know if it was you, Kevin, or you, Jen, or whoever, somebody on the floor packed this up so pretty, but we're going to have to repack this up really pretty.
It wasn't me.
Okay, and you don't feel bad about me
Nope.
taking it apart. You may have to put it back together. So here is the pattern, and I'm going to show the panel, because that's why I wanted to take it apart here. And look at how beautiful, beautiful, beautiful this is. So Jen, those little squares are little
Mm-hmm.
on the top and the bottom.
Yep, there are rectangles on the top and
Okay.
squares on the bottom.
Oh, aren't those sweet? Okay, look at this panel though. The vintage Christmas card. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The snow, the poinsettias, the gold frame around it. And then I've got two coordinates that go with it. Also gold. And Kevin's showing a picture of the finished project. Kevin, can you give us an idea of the size on that?
Absolutely. The size on this is actually going to be 34.5 by 46.5.
Okay, so
So-
wall
It's
hanging.
wall hanging.
Wall hanging, really pretty wall hanging actually. I guess it could be a lap quilt, or you could add a little more fabric. We do have the two reds also that could go with it. And we ordered a charm pack, and we have another kit that we're going to be showing next week that goes along with the charm pack. So we just got these in the last day maybe, and the gals got them ready to show today. So we've got more coming for this. But this kit is on sale. Couple dollars off this kit. So you've got the two pieces of fabric, the pattern, and the panel to go with this. It is $36.75 on sale for $34. So save a couple bucks by getting it. Sometimes we do that the first time we show things on Shenanigans, and that's what we're doing today. This is so pretty. Cardinals are going on in here too. I forgot to mention the cardinals in the panel too. All right, I'm going to set this one aside somewhere, maybe down there by you, and pull out these fabrics. Whoops. Okay.
Butterfingers.
Luckily, nothing's breakable here. Oh, this is so cute. I gotta have this on top. Is it right side up? It is. So this is Heather Peterson, another very favorite designer, and this is also from Riley Blake. And I just love this line. You can tell. I had to buy enough of it. This, even though this is turquoisey, this is a Christmas line. Can you hand the layer cake over? Because that layer cake goes with this too. Look at that. Look at that. It's called Orchard House. Is this Christmas or
I
not?
don't think it is.
All right, ignore me.
But
When
it
it's-
is,
The reason
Little
I thought it
women.
was Christmas was the reds and the blacks and the green. A lot of red and green, but it's not really green. It's more this deep, what would Marcia call it, teal. Yeah. Oh, you know what I just realized this is?
Little
Little
Women.
Little Women. I just realized that because it has the names Joe, Beth, Meg and Amy on here.
We thought you bought it specifically because it had Joe's name on it.
Oh, sorry, Joe.
Aw.
I didn't know it till right now as I'm sitting here looking at it close up. I don't think I realized that. Kevin, can you flip that around? I don't know. Joe can tell us if it's the lighting's okay.
Yeah.
To see all the different fabrics that are included in this layer cake. The layer cake itself is absolutely beautiful. Orchard House must have been one of the things in the Little Women book, someplace around there. Is that where they lived?
Sure.
It's been a minute since I've read the
Melanie
book.
would know for sure.
She would. Well, and also Louisa May Alcott, the author of Little Women, has strong ties to Syracuse and Central New York. So that history piece I always found very interesting, and actually lived with relatives right here on James Street, not very far from our store. So that's kind of neat.
Wow.
Yeah. Lots of cool history about Louisa May Alcott. And the May family, and of course you guys probably have heard of many of the May things that are named after. That's part of her family there. Oh, I forgot. And there's a pattern too. So this pattern uses the layer cake, I believe. Let me double
And I'm
check.
not sure about kitting that
Yes.
because there are so many different sizes
I see.
that you can make.
So they all start with the 10-inch squares, okay? And then you need like a half yard of the green and the border and the binding. So to make the leaves in here too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. You
So
can
obviously, if anybody wants a kit, we will
do-
definitely.
I
make it
I
for
love
them.
this print, but I have to say this one right here is my
Beautiful.
favorite.
To me, that looks like.
Say wallpaper. Just say old lady wallpaper.
Yeah, I could see a bathroom in that, but it looks like Queen of Hearts to me.
Oh, okay.
Very
You
Alice
just got
in
the queen
Wonderland.
of thing going on.
I do. I've got Queenie.
Yeah. So these reds and greens, though, are beautiful. They definitely could be Christmas fabrics. Love this pretty piece, too. Well, this is a beautiful new group, this Orchard House. Really nice. Okay, what else, guys? What didn't we talk about? Yeah, I'm looking around at all my stuff, grabbing my tape measure. Jen, do you have anything else fun to share with us about the 80s that we may have missed?
Debbie Gibson, Care Bears, Cabbage Patch Kids.
Debbie Gibson. Oh, my gosh.
Tiffany,
Tiffany. Mm-hmm.
Gem and the
The
holograms.
holograms.
That one I don't.
Josie.
And the Pussycats.
Mm-hmm.
Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman! Oh my gosh! There's a good one. There's a good one. Okay,
So
80s,
let's
80s babies, 80s friends. Let's give away this really cute pink. Kevin, I know you want it, but it's going to somebody else.
It is going to Deb Murray.
Deb Murray, stop winning!
She means congratulations,
Yes,
Deb.
I do!
Congratulations.
And she knows it. I don't know that she wins, but she's won before. That's all I know is that she's won before. I am glad to hold this for you, Deb, and thank you for always commenting every week because that puts you in for the drawings every single week. And yes, it is very random because I wouldn't let Jen pick the same person again.
No.
Thank you, everyone, for watching today. Thank you, Kevin, for being my co-host.
Thanks for having me.
Joe and Jen for handling all the background stuff. Joe was very worried her computer was just going to cut out, but so far
We did it.
We limped through. So we're here next week. On Thursday, we'll be back. We are closed on Monday. 2 days off, Sunday and Monday. We will be closed for the holiday. But come on in any other day, and next week we will be back on Thursday for more fun and shenanigans at Calico Gals. Bye, everyone.
Bye.